AEW Dynamite, 22nd of May. Let's get into it. So the show starts off with Orange Cassidy and Will Ospreay taking on Trent Baretta and Roderick Strong. As soon as the match starts, both teams just attack each other. Will Ospreay starts with Roderick Strong on the inside, and as soon as the bell rings, Orange Cassidy jumps off the apron and goes and attacks Trent Baretta. These two teams or individuals have matches this weekend, obviously at Double or Nothing on Sunday. Let me know if you're excited for Double or Nothing. But the match itself was all right. You guys know already, I'm not the biggest Orange Cassidy fan. I don't want that to deter you guys from watching the rest of this review, because it's more of an Orange Cassidy problem than an AEW problem, in my opinion. But anyway, decent match. There was a moment where Will Ospreay lands a Sky Twister press from the middle rope, but then Orange Cassidy does an elbow drop afterwards, and this is the reason I don't like Orange Cassidy. Let me explain this to you guys. Will Ospreay lands an amazing Sky Twister press from the middle rope. Orange Cassidy lands a lazy-looking elbow drop. Which one am I supposed to take serious? Which one am I supposed to think should take out Roderick Strong? It's just, that's the problem for me. Anyway, Roderick Strong is about to land his end of heartache on Orange Cassidy, but Don Callis actually stops him, grabs Orange Cassidy's leg, stopping Roderick Strong from being able to lift him. Then hell breaks loose when the ref is distracted. Wardlow comes in out of nowhere and takes out Will Ospreay, leaving Orange Cassidy alone in the middle with Trent and with Roderick, and they finish him off, landing the end of heartache, and 1, 2, 3, done. After the match, the whole Undisputed Kingdom attacks, and Trent Baretta attacks both Orange Cassidy and Will Ospreay. They completely take out Ospreay, even hitting him with the title belt and leaving him bleeding, lying in the ring. Where's the rest of the Don Callis family to help these two guys out? Where's Hobbs? Where's Takeshita? I know Takeshita's got a match coming up, but where's Takeshita? Where's Kyle Fletcher? Where were they? But anyway, decent match. I felt like, I don't like when we see guys competing against each other when they have a match this weekend, because I feel like I want to see them finally get their hands on each other this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like a brawl out of nowhere, whatever the case is. That I'm cool with. But a match, I feel like you're going to end up doing some of the stuff you're going to do this weekend. So I kind of prefer them not to have matches before the pay-per-view. But they had a match. It was all right. We then had a segment backstage with the Elite where they were handing out flyers which said that Darby Allin was effectively banned from the arena tonight. Then Sanjay Dutt walks in, because obviously he is the manager of Satnam Singh, who has a match with Danielson later. And the Youngbucks say, look, it'll be great if Satnam can win, but it'll be even better if he can hurt Bryan Danielson. We then see the Bang Bang Gang come out and cut a promo. Jay White just rambled on about nothing really. He was speaking in riddles, if that makes sense. And he was constantly asking, how do we say PAC to the other two guys? Like, how do we say, is it PAC or PUC? And that just gets annoying. Like, don't make the promos awkward. Talk to the people, and that's it. Don't make it awkward by trying to make inside jokes like that and trying to do silly things. Just speak to the people, get your point across, and move on. Anyway, PAC pops up on the big Titantron, and he says, well, it's not really fair if it's 3-on-1 now, is it? And then we all know what's coming. Out comes the full Death Triangle back in action, which is a bit weird because a couple weeks ago he almost said he doesn't care about Death Triangle anymore. But I'm sure that's all leading to a story. That's not a criticism. So Death Triangle's back. They lead to a full-on brawl, fighting each other. And then the title match is made for Double or Nothing on Sunday at three-way title match. I'm sure it'll get shoved on the pre-show or the 0 hour. But yeah, there's no real story between the three of them. There's a story between PAC and them. So they could have maybe done this a week prior, in my opinion. We then have a three-way match, which the winner will be determined as the number one contender for a match this weekend at Double or Nothing against Chris Jerhco for his FTW title. And it was Hook taking on Shibata, taking on Bryan Keith. All three men, one set of qualifying matches to have this three-way match. The match was alright. It's a three-way match. Someone needs to teach Shibata how to sell. Because I know he can sell. I've seen his work in Japan. He's sold a lot more there than what he does now. I don't know, does he just think these people are all beneath him and he doesn't want to sell for them? Genuinely, is that what he's thinking here? Because he just doesn't sell. Hook will land a suplex and the guy will stand right back up and land a suplex of his own. And then Hook is selling, but he's not selling. It just makes everybody look weak except for him. He does sell at times, but there's times he just doesn't sell, and it really, really frustrates me. Anyway, Hook and Shibata both make Bryan Keith tap out when Shibata lands in a figure 4 or a heel hook, one of the two, I can't remember. And then Hook lands in the red rum, all on the same time. Bryan Keith is forced to tap out. He taps out with both hands. Not sure that makes a difference, but the match is now ruled another three-way match at Double or Nothing. Hook versus Shibata versus Chris Jerhco for the FTW title. After the match, Chris Jerhco cut a promo where he was praising everybody because that's his new thing. He's the good guy that's actually a bad guy. And then we get the announcement that it's a three-way match. Am I looking forward to this three-way match? No. Would I have preferred Chris Jerhco versus Hook alone? Probably. But is it going to be a three-way, no disqualification, street FTW rules match? I know that made no sense, but is that what it's going to be? It's just going to be no selling from Shibata again. We then get Konosuke Takeshita, my boy Konosuke Takeshita versus Matt Sydal. And easy work for Takeshita, as it should be. Ends the match with a forearm, interestingly enough. Not sure I like that because everybody uses a forearm and now your forearm is miraculously 10 times better than everyone else's. But I'll take it. I prefer his running knee, so I hope he keeps that as his finisher. After the match, he attacks Sydal some more, obviously to call out Moxley or to hopefully draw out Moxley. Moxley makes an appearance. He has a mic in hand, so we think, okay, he's got some words to say. Nope, he just clocks Takeshita with the mic, putting Takeshita on his ass. I think that made Takeshita look real weak and stupid. Like, you just had him win a squash match. You made him look strong. You made him look competitive. And then you make him look stupid against Moxley. You should have made it a little bit more competitive for this weekend. Maybe let Takeshita take out Moxley before he could even say anything or something. That way, we think to ourselves this weekend, ooh, Takeshita could do it. But nope. We make him look stupid. Okay, now we move on to probably some of the best stuff of the night. And that was Swerve versus Nick Wayne. Now, I'm not saying the match was the best stuff, but the stuff afterwards was really entertaining. We'll get there, though. First question I had for myself is, where is Prince Nana? I think it's been 2 weeks. 2-3 weeks we haven't seen him. And usually when you get pile driven on stairs, you back the next week or whatever the case is. But Prince Nana gets taken out by a couple of guys and he's out for 6 months now. But I just thought there was a bit of rumors that he might have been let go or something stupid like that. So I was like, is this really the case? But we'll get on to that. Swerve starts off the match by spanking Nick Wayne with his belt, saying, I'll be your daddy, obviously, because Christian Cage claims to be his dad or whatever the case is there. Some weird stuff going on there. Then we see Nick Wayne land a moonsault to the outside from the top rope. Swerve catches him clean as hell. And then Nick Wayne reverses that into a tilt-a-whirl DDT. That was a really, really nice moment and really, really well done by both men. Swerve then lands his Swerve Stomp on the outside, lands his kick to the head of Nick Wayne, and gets the win fairly easily. But Killswitch gets involved straight away, and in comes Christian Cage as well. Killswitch and Swerve are busy attacking each other while Christian Cage is checking on Nick Wayne. Swerve gets rid of Killswitch, throwing him out the ring, and starts chasing Christian Cage. While he's chasing Christian Cage out the ring, Swerve lands his kick onto Killswitch, putting him down. They then run out to the arena. Christian gets in a car, looks to drive away, and then another car skirts past him, literally skirt, and it's Prince Nana. He's back. I was wondering where he was. It's clear where he is. Cool moments, actually. Got a bit of a pop. I like Prince Nana. I like Swerve. Then Swerve catches Christian Cage, obviously, because he can't go anywhere, pulls him out the car. They fight a little bit. He throws him into some of the other stuff. They go on top of the car where he DDTs Christian. Christian rolls to basically the hood of the car. Prince Nana gives Swerve a chair to obviously do basically a concerto on the bonnet of the car, or the hood of the car for you Americans. Christian then quickly rolls away after a little bit and runs away. I like this. It led, finally Swerve did not look so stupid. That's the important part for me. Swerve finally got some revenge back. He didn't look so stupid. He wasn't getting attacked every week. He wasn't, it was finally him looking strong and looking like he's more clever than these heels. He looked so stupid in recent weeks, getting attacked every single week. So I like this. was good stuff, good storytelling, good way of isolating just Swerve and Christian Cage as well. We then had Malachi Black and Kyle O'Reilly, where they had a very much MMA-inspired match. And usually I would enjoy these types of matches because I like them, but the crowd was just so dead. So dead. The crowd didn't care. They only cared when a big move happened. The rest of the time, they were sitting in absolute silence, just watching. Anyway, after the match, let me go to the finish. Malachi Black lands his last end and gets the pin. After the match, some weird music starts and some red lights go on and off while Malachi Black standing in the middle ring. He looks confused. Some red like goo blood type stuff lands on Malachi Black from the top, pours all over him, splatters probably on some of the crowd. I wouldn't even be surprised. And then Edge appears on the screen and says, "Be careful what you wish for." With that being said, I don't know what this was about. I was lost for words. I'm like, why? What was it about? Yeah, let's move on. We then had Toni Storm and Mariah May taking on the Outcasts of Saraya and Harley Cameron again. Match. Saraya looking actually quite decent. I'm not going to lie. She wasn't looking so rusty, surprisingly, after not wrestling very much. But after the match, well, let me just put it out there. Toni Storm and Mariah May get the win. After the match, Toni Storm was going to take her clothes off again, like she did. I'm sure you guys all saw that viral clip with the towel. But obviously the back of her would have been exposed. And you could just see a whole bunch of guys lifting up their cameras to try and take a video of this. And I'm like, guys, have some sort of courtesy about you. Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to be a perv? Anyway, that obviously didn't happen. Serena Deeb came in with a steel chair and attacked everybody before Toni Storm could take her clothes off. And she then locked in a single leg Boston Crab with the chair sitting over Toni Storm, forcing Toni Storm to tap and scream, and she refused to let go. So this does build up once again to the match at Double or Nothing, but I just don't understand whether Toni Storm is the heel or the face now. I think they've now converted Serena Deeb to the heel after she was a face last week or the week before. They've been heels and faces about 6 times each in this little feud. Anyway, let's move on. We've got Bryan Danielson taking on Satnam Singh in the main event. It's a main event. Anyway, Bryan Danielson does his stuff. Satnam Singh sells like a big guy at 7 foot does. You know how it all works. Great Khali, Omos, Al Gigante, whatever his name was. You know how these guys sell. They don't sell. They don't know how to sell. Anyway, Danielson gets attacked by everybody halfway through the match because it's clear Satnam Singh's not going to win. He just gets beat down by Jay Lethal, by Satnam, by Jeff Jarrett, by Sanjay Dutt, until he finally starts fighting back. He grabs a guitar, looks to hit Sanjay Dutt. Sanjay moves out the way, and Satnam Singh just punches through the guitar. Kind of a cool moment, I'm not going to lie. Then eventually they just start taking control again, leaving Danielson on the floor, and out comes the Youngbucks to finish off what the other guys started. Youngbucks carry on. Danielson fights back again, taking out the Youngbucks. Out comes Okada's music, but Jack Perry comes from behind and takes out Bryan Danielson. They all then take him out. Okada, Jack Perry, the Youngbucks go all the way to the top of the stage where there's a table on the side off the ramp. Clearly they want to throw him off. But no, we see Darby Allin come on top, or we see a car appear on the screen. Pull in, we see him, okay, who's this? We see Tony Khan driving the car, and Darby Allin getting out of the car. So Tony Khan drove Darby Allin into the arena because Darby Allin was obviously barred from ringside or from the arena. He comes out with the freaking flamethrower. A flamethrower. What does he want to do with the flamethrower? Anyway, he comes out with a flamethrower, sprays it around a little bit, doesn't spray it even at anybody. Like, if you're going to come out with a flamethrower, you use the flamethrower. Otherwise, why are you coming out of a flamethrower? But anyway, they send one of the Young Bucks into the table. The rest run away and retreat. And this is obviously building to anarchy in the arena. The Young Bucks were clearly trying to take everybody out before the match, and it didn't quite work. With that being said, interesting seeing Tony Khan back. I like it. He's at least on the AEW side. He's involved somehow. With that being said, Dynamite was alright. Dynamite was decent. It was average. Some very good matches. Some segments some matches that were not needed. I felt there was less little segments throughout the show for no reason. You know, often they have little segments and they highlight someone for a match at Rampage or they highlight someone for a match at Collision. There was a lot less of that, and that's obviously because of Double or Nothing this weekend. And I felt it was a less... what's the word I'm looking for? The show wasn't just packed with stuff over and over and over, constantly stuff that you need to remember. It felt more, this is Dynamite leading to Double or Nothing, which was a good thing. There were some, obviously, moments I already spoke about it, I didn't like, some matches I wasn't a fan of. The crowd was dead at some points, but then hype at others. Yeah, average show. But with that being said, we'll see you guys for Double or Nothing this Sunday. Or we'll see you guys Monday morning, actually, my time. With that being said, we'll see you guys next time. Take care. Peace.